as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit, because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change?
For a game. Right, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. From his own end zone, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. To the air again, Herbert. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert now. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 77 yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati. And right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Herbert back to the air. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans continue to pull away here this first half. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team that... Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the ball, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Now, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit. And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Throw right side caught by Davis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6. And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring it to the ground. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense for anticipating what's up next.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Titans getting set to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the side. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination, and this is caught. A huge play there for Houston. 72 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own doorpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Hands it off out of the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
161 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out.
And the Texans continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to him on first down.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And some room to work.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown